Hey everyone, I'm Sal Sincata with Shutter Magazine, and today we're going to check out Portrait Pro by Anthropics. All right everyone, we all have post-production work to do, and the easier, the better. None of us want to be professional Photoshop retouchers. What we want to do is be professional photographers. And any tool that can help shave time off our editing is a tool worth looking at and investing in. And so today I've got the opportunity to check out this great tool called Portrait Pro. And if you're like me, we've seen it in the magazines. I've seen their ads a dozen times, and I've never downloaded a trial. So I would highly recommend you download the trial for this. And I think you're going to be impressed right out of the box. And so prior to this trial, I had never worked with the tool. I opened it up one time before doing this demo for you because I really wanted to show you how easy the tool was to work with. And so here's basically an unretouched photo that we've opened up in Photoshop. Now what I'll do is go to Filter, Portrait Pro. What it's going to do is open up the tool super fast. And what it's doing is a facial recognition. And this was incredible for me to see. And what it's doing is identifying her eyebrows, her hairline, her mouth, her nose, her jawline. And it's putting together a profile. And so now it's like, is it a girl, is it a boy, is it a male, is it a female? So we'll go with a female profile. And everything is completely customizable. So we're not going to be able to do a full review of the tool, but what I would highly recommend you do is download this tool and just start playing with it. And so I'm showing you this from my perspective as a new user, which is what many of you will be. And so we're just going to dismiss this here. And what you're seeing on the left is the tool is actually identifying every part of the human face, which is beautiful because that's what we care about for retouching. This isn't about HDR and textures and all those other things. What this is about is beauty retouching and simplifying the process. Is it a silver bullet? No, of course not. But I got to tell you, when I first opened this, my jaw dropped at how simple this was and how good of a job it did right out of the gate. So let me just show you some of the features real quick. So what the tool's doing is trying to identify eyebrows, eyes. Did a great job in the eyes, and I find that it does most of the time. What we've missed here is the eyebrows. And so what we want to do is adjust here on the left and make sure that all the features are correctly identified. And you can see it does a really good job on the eyes. It did a great job, but on the eyebrows, it missed a little bit. We can pull this down a little bit to get it closer and get it a little more accurate. And what you're seeing is on the right-hand side, those adjustments are being made. And this will make sense in a second as we start playing around with some of these presets. And so let's fix the mouth just a little bit. Just get those points to the edge a little bit closer. And it's a little bit of time invested here is going to make a big difference in that final edit. So we're going to move that jawline and adjust here by the ear, adjust here down by the jaw. What you're seeing is on the right-hand side, adjustments are being made to the presets that have been applied. Now, you can create your own presets. You can use the presets that are there. And obviously, for this demo, we're going to work with the presets that have actually already been built in. And so on the right-hand side, love it or hate it, it's actually a really good first pass at editing this image. It blew me away. The eyes have been enhanced, the lips have been enhanced, the skin has been enhanced, and that's just when I open the tool and by applying a preset. And so this, to me, is a great way to start applying some presets for beauty editing for your tool. And so super, super simple to use, but that's not really the power of the tool because you may be looking at the image on the right. Maybe you think it's too much skin softening, not enough skin softening, too much eye whitening, not enough eye whitening, right? As with everything else in the world we live in, season to taste. And so what I want to do is show you how easy the tool is to use and what control you have. Like I said, we're not going to be able to work every feature, but you've got to download this trial. I think you're going to be blown away by it. And so what we've got are some face sculpting controls here on the right. And so what I can do is I can start shaping her eyes. Okay, I can control widening of the eyes. See how wide those are getting or narrow. All right, and again, season to taste. But these are things that we do in Photoshop when we're working with our seniors, with our models, with our cover shoots for magazines. These are the kind of things we do that we're spending time in Photoshop, and because of that face recognition, it understands where everything is and makes it that much easier to work on. Mouth shaping, we can make the lips smaller, a little plumper. Okay, we even have a plump lip section. Again, it's season to taste. So you got to find where that is. We can adjust the nose as well. Very subtle changes here. We can even lift the neck. And so That's just on the face sculpting. You're seeing how easy this is. Guys, I worked in this tool one time prior to working on this. And so we've got some skin smoothing. Not only can we identify the areas that skin smoothing is going to be applied to, and you can see we left it off the eyes, the nostrils, and the lips. Now when I say we, it's actually the tool did all this. Now of course we can extend here on the right, and we can cut back if we want to. So we've got control that we're looking for. And we can actually remove pores, right? So we can make it complete, right? Porcelain looking. We can bring pore detail back. We can have shine, remove shine, add shine. Well, you'd never really want to add shine. And so you're starting to get how much control you have just built into this interface here. Let's take a look at eye control. So from the eyes, we can whiten the eyes, clean the eyes, right? So the redness in an eye, remove red eye, darken the pupil so we can make the pupil much darker. We can even sharpen the eyes, sharpen the eyebrows, right? Of course, I'm exaggerating what we're doing. That looks ridiculous. But you've got this level of control. We can change the eye color. Okay, maybe give her gray eyes. I don't know. Again, these are things that we would do in Photoshop that would take a lot longer. I am not kidding you that these things would take a lot longer. And so we can remove, again, all sorts of things that we can do within the tool. I don't know how they could make it much easier for us. This was something I thought was interesting in the tool, is the ability to change hair color. So if we wanted to, make her a redhead, or we can start lightening her hair. And what the tool's doing is trying to make it as natural as possible. So maybe you're adding highlights, things like that. We can adjust shine, vibrance. These are all sorts of things we can control on it. It's got some built-in picture controls for temperature. But something else I thought was really interesting was the skin lighting controls. And what this allows us to do is actually control a little bit of where that light is coming from. And you're seeing I'm moving up and down. And just if I wanted to add a little bit of dimension to the light, we'll exaggerate it here. We'll show the light coming from the right and from the bottom to just give you a sense, right? That's not where the light should come from. And actually the catch lights in her eyes are suggesting that's not where it's coming from. But a really interesting thing that you can do to just really add a little bit of dimension to the portrait if so needed. And you can increase contrast, right? The modeling. I mean, so these are all the things that are built into the tool again that allow you to turn these things on, off, and just give you a level of control that I've never really seen before in the tool. So, Portrait Pro, I would highly recommend, if nothing else, just downloading the trial and seeing if there's even one thing in this tool that can save you some time and energy in getting your portraits to look a little bit more professional, a little bit more polished, because that's ultimately what your clients are looking for, something that stands out from the crowd. So good luck, enjoy.